With the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, we really wanted to create a whole new kind of immersive experience, to really push the envelope of what had been done up to this date in front of a 3D projection before.
With Doc Ock on the loose, this could be the most dangerous night of my life, and yours.
In The Adventures of Spider-Man, we literally get dropped into the pages of a comic book.
Trees spell my feet, time to blow you off the street.
You do
In the attraction, we're integrating reality with the illusion of reality. We're doing that with mixing a lot of film elements with some practical, real elements.
And the guest on the vehicle won't be able to tell exactly where the screen ends and where the sets begin. Everything will be mixed together into one immersive environment.
When we were developing The Adventures of Spider-Man, we looked at some of the best rides that are out there already. Things like Back to the Future, which really does a very good job of simulating motion combined with film. T2 3D, which does a very good job of pushing the envelope for 3D film.
In Spider-Man, it was combining all of that together on a vehicle that moves on a track. Combining every technology we could think of in one show.
A lot of people all along the way, including people in our own, on our own team, who just didn't believe this was possible. Why was it not possible? Well, it hadn't been done before. It had never been done before, so, if it hadn't been done before, it can't be done. But we didn't accept that as an answer. We said, we think it can be done, we think we know how to do it, let us try. One of the problems that we had to fix was, how do we move a ride vehicle across a screen that's projecting 3D and have it look natural? The whole idea of 3D has always been very restrictive. You're always told, oh, you got to sit in the middle seat, halfway back, because that's the only spot where the 3D really works. And that's true. There is a sweet spot. So what we had to do was we had to find a way to make 3D work from a moving point of view. To solve the problem of the distortion that you see as you move past the screen, we developed a process that we call squinching. And squinching basically is predicting what that distortion is going to be and counteracting it with additional distortion in the opposite direction.
With my anti-gravity cannon, even Spider-Man won't be able to stop me.
You mean stop us?
So if you look at one of these images, just standing there watching it, it's going to look all tweaked, and it's going to move, and it's going to stretch, and it's going to squash, and do a whole bunch of things that look really weird.
Even Spider-Man won't be able to stop me.
When you watch it from the car, that's moving in the right path at the right timing, that thing just looks like a window onto a virtual world.
Out of the way, they're mine!
We're dropping you in the middle of a comic book. And we're going to drop you in the middle of that comic book. We need you to feel that. We need you to get bounced around. We need you to feel like you're up in the air. This vehicle goes a long way towards making that kind of an idea a reality.
The motion control system on Spider-Man is based on probably the most advanced electric technology in the world in this business.
We are marrying a 6-off motion base, and you can see here the guts of the 6-off motion base. This is the part that makes this whole vehicle do this. So we can simulate, flying, falling, bumping, hitting. At the same time, we have a system that spins the entire structure around. You can just spin it around and around and around all day long if you want it to. Very impressive to watch this thing go, especially close up, because it really moves. To complete the illusion of what we're trying to do here, we mix practical effects with film-based effects, but mix them up so you don't know the difference.
One of the most effective scenes in the ride isn't really a 3D effect.
Well, it's good enough for your sitting duck friend.
The story we get shot with a levitation gun.
Wait for me! You're not insured for this!
Our vehicle ends up flying up in the air, and at the end of that, we're battling with the villains 40 stories above the streets of Manhattan. The way we really pull off this effect is a series of simple effects that are sort of built on top of each other. One of them has static scenery with some lighting cues, and we also have an actual physical building that has motion that drops away from us, makes us feel like we're rising. All this is synced with the movie projection screen. We add in motion base with the vehicle and add a couple of wind effects, some more lighting cues, and all of a sudden you really feel like you're flying in the air.
The result of what we've done here is a kind of experience unlike one you've ever been able to have somewhere else before.
I feel